podcast. But just that's me talking for a second. So, just recording this little podcast snippet here. Leading up to my podcast debut. I'm just, if it's in focus again or not. I think that's that's my focus. So, I'm just recording this video because I keep getting really stressing myself out about podcasting. It's something I want to do, but life keeps getting in the way, and then I forget I want to do it. So then I'm like, this is really stressful again. And then when I get back to doing it and start listening to podcasts or prepping for it, I'm like, this isn't stressful actually. This is really fun and really nice, and I like this. I think the issue is not having the time and carving out the space for it. So right now what I'm actually doing is I'm cooking food and I'm listening to a podcast, and then as I'm doing that, I'm just writing notes, and it's pretty easy and pretty simple to do it that way. I think I'm in focus, so hopefully I am. And I realised I've taken it upon myself to get my own equipment and go down that route as well, so I have kind of added an extra thing onto it. But then if I step back and also look at it as a business, which used to stress me out a little bit, but actually it's quite fun building something from scratch and putting my own stamp on it and whatnot. So it's really quite fun. And having to do find studios and get equipment and do cool times and cool shoots. It's all very film-esque, which is really fun. And budgeting and then liaising with people. It is actually really fun. And I was stressing a lot about my content and the things that I was going to put out there and say. And because it's the beginning of it, I'm not actually even going to stress too much about it. I'm just going to focus on being myself and speaking about the things that naturally come up. I know that I've put a lot of work into this in regards to where I'm going, who I'm speaking to, what I'm doing. The next thing is what I'm saying. And I don't want to script it too much, so I'm sitting there and trying to follow a certain regime. The whole point of me doing this whole thing is to jump out of my comfort zone, and so that I can learn how to be myself in this world. And I'm realising it's not going to just be a perfect thing. It's going to be figuring it out as I go along, trial and error. So this is just a reminder to say, it is actually fun, and I do like this. And I've got a podcast recording coming up this weekend, which I feel nervous about, but I've just been listening to some of her podcasts, and she's really lovely, and I'm really enjoying the conversations that she's having. So it's nice and I like it. And my next step is to make sure all my tech stuff is going to be on point, because one thing that really irks me is when I'm not professional. So if I'm showing up and my camera is dying, even though I know it is normal and that kind of stuff happens, if I can stop it and prevent it, I would like to do that. So this is the time to start doing that. And I've got a new camera, which is really exciting, so I'll let you know about that at one point. Yay! Podcast! Oh, now I'm in focus. Was I not in focus here? I think I am. I can't tell, my eyes. Oh, here we go. Just doing some testing. Need to test. My camera keeps going off, so I have just disabled the auto power shut off. So we will see. It's usually turning off around the 30-minute mark. So I've disabled, I can't remember what it's called, the auto shutter of the front. I've also disabled the, I can't remember, there's 3 settings. Disabled all, bar one of them. One is the view, which was staying on. So let's just see that. We're going to just record and see what happens. Then I need to test. I'm writing lots of things. So what is this? Equipment checklist. You know what I'm finding the most exciting? All the organising. Everything's got its place, and I can put it in there, and it makes me just feel so happy. So happy. This is actually quite fun. This is actually quite fun. This is
We have credit cards. Is that the one that I got? What's this one? I'm gonna need a place to stay anyway. Oh look, it's not complete. Yeah, it's very sweet and quaint. I just would be warm enough. It's just make a decision now. But I need someone to.
Oh my god, this is so cool. I literally just went like this and it started recording, and I like that it's telling me how much battery I've got there in the corner, like how many hours. And if I just do this, look, you could like literally see every single thing around me. This is a madness. On here, oh look, and I've got the stick in my hand, but you can't see the stick because it's invisible. This is really super cool. I just want to know what it comes out as like and how to put it on my phone. So I wonder how I stop. Or this one.
And if you change modes, that's also going to change depending on what mode that you're in. Just tap on the little mode icon right here. And you have to tap specifically on that icon for it to pop up. This camera is really fast, so when I bring it up, I have to go kind of fast, otherwise it's going to go back to the regular recording screen here. So you just tap on the icons to show you in 360 video mode, and you can scroll through the different modes that are available on.
Oh my god, this is so cool. I literally just went like this and it started recording. And I can literally see every single thing around me. This is amazing.